Hello and welcome back to part 2 of Used Car Heaven. We'll be heading off to the car doctor surgery soon for more tips and advice. But first, let's catch up with Emma, who's looking for a small car. This week, our car buyer is young mum Emma Shaw, who's looking to replace her old Corsa with something a little more roomy for between £5,000 and £7,000. We've fixed her up with 3 to test drive: the Astra, the 206 and the Megane. But there are other alternatives, as Richard Hammond explains.
Of course, some families are really posh, and they all romp around in great big off-roaders like this Discovery. And then other families are really, really posh, and they drive around in Range Rovers. But we're looking at alternatives here, so off-roaders are out, surely. Maybe not. Take a look at this. Seriously, if you're looking for a big car to romp around with the family in and you're not going to spend too much time on the motorway, you could do a lot worse than look at something like an old-fashioned Land Rover Defender, even on our budget. You see, they're not just the preserve of farmers. I mean, Lara Croft didn't mind romping around in one, did she? And that thought alone is enough to keep me happy anyway. This is a Defender 110 county station wagon, and that to you and me means slightly more comfortable than the usual farmer's chariot. It still doesn't mean air conditioning and leather seats though. Basic but functional is the rule of the day. The good side of that means it'll still be around probably long after you and I have gone. They may not be cheap cars, Defenders, and this is pretty much the bottom of the range, but from here on they don't depreciate much, so your money will be relatively safe. As for accessories, you do get a sturdy 2.5-litre turbo diesel engine that'll tow the thing along at a healthy 80-mile-an-hour cruising speed if you so desire. You also get lots of rugged pseudo-military bits, like big chunky metal steps. The 110 really is big in every way. For instance, it seats 10, and that should be enough even if you are a big family. And just think about it. Family outings, trip to the zoo, family holidays, they'll never be the same again. What would you rather be dropped off at school at in? A hatch or this? I'm not saying it'll suit everyone. If your family love their luxury, forget about it. If you spend a lot of time ploughing up and down the motorways, probably not for you. But if you want something that's a little bit different but still extremely practical and a huge amount of fun, just consider the farmer's favourite.